Joining us today, I have a young artist from Weyburn, Saskatchewan, who's had a whirlwind past few months and isn't expected to slow down anytime soon. Welcome to Country Party, Tenille Arts.
Hey!
Hey! You recently performed the national anthem at Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, where the Golden State Warriors faced the Toronto Raptors. You looked like you were deep in thought as your name was being announced. What was going through your mind at that moment?
Well, I was very nervous. I was going over the lyrics in my head and trying to keep the note that I was trying to start on. I had no in-ears or anything, so I was just trying to be ready to go when they pointed at me.
Oh, and I also heard, too, that you didn't know, this wasn't a really planned thing months in advance or anything.
Yeah, I found out less than a week before, so it was definitely the scramble and trying to figure out how it was going to work, especially with CMA Fest going on in Nashville at the same time. Luckily, I didn't have anything on that day, so it was very chaotic, but in the best way.
Yeah, definitely a fun way to kick off summer, that's for sure.
Yes, it was awesome.
So many people tuned in across Canada and the U.S. You were on the receiving end of some criticism after that, and you did respond to some naysayers that weren't really a fan of your rendition of O Canada. You chose to stand up for yourself, and I'm happy that you did that, because I think it must be a little nerve-wracking to put yourself out there, as it's different from your regular shows and crowd. I always feel for artists specifically at the Super Bowl, because I feel like they're always receiving criticism, no matter who performs or how they perform. It's such a great opportunity on your end, and then people have to come along and ruin it.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate people saying that I disrespected the anthem. I didn't. If you're singing an anthem, singing it with pride, that's all that really matters. It is a very linear song. It doesn't give a whole lot of movement for singers to sing the songs the way that they want to. And so that's exactly what I did. And now I'm seeing Walk Off the Earth get a bunch of criticism as well for doing their version. And I think when the NBA hires people to sing the anthem, they want the artists. They want them to come out there and do what they do. I sang it with pride, and that's really all you have to do, I think.
Yeah, I hope you look back and see this as a positive experience.
For sure.
You recently opened for Reba McEntire.
I
did. Where were you when you were asked? Tell me how that was.
We performed in Prior Lake, I believe. I got the call not very long before that show as well. It was kind of a last, and they were like, Reba wants you to open for her, and it was just an incredible experience. We went up there, and she gave me 45 minutes to open the show for her, and my mom and my grandma drove down. They got to hang out in my green room with me, and Reba actually came in and said hello to all of us. It was an incredible experience. I would absolutely love to do it again.
Love that. I've heard before she does go into people's green rooms and introduces herself. It's not just you open for her and hi, bye, and that's it. She gives you the time of day.
Yeah, she really does. She's very, very sweet. I met my grandma, and that was so special.
I'm glad to hear you're close with your grandma. It's nice that they're supportive as well and take them along for the ride.
Couldn't imagine if I did, especially with some of the negative stuff recently.
Yeah, I read too that you started traveling to Nashville on a regular basis at quite a young age.
Yeah, I was 15 years old when I made my first trip to Nashville, and I was actually found on YouTube by a manager here, and he contacted me to come down and kind of get into the songwriting world, and it was a really, really cool experience. I learned a lot from it, and then I just kept coming back and forth, and finally, after I graduated, I ended up signing a publishing deal here, and that's how I officially moved almost 4 years ago now.
Wow. Also, you performed at CMA Fest. What was that like?
That was really cool. I've always wanted to perform at CMA Fest. Last year, I got a little taste for one show, but this year I was actually on the Chevy breakout stage. It was pouring rain, but everybody was there, and then I also got to perform at the Radio Disney Country stage. It's just one of those things that you check off your bucket list.
I went to CMA Fest a couple of years ago. It is definitely quite an experience. I think every single country fan needs to experience it. It's one thing to think about it, but to be there is totally even better than you can imagine. Did you get the chance to catch other shows?
Church. That was amazing. I'm sure they'll air the show in a little while, but he did an incredible performance with just him and his guitar for, I think it was about an hour, just a complete medley of all of his hits.
Yeah, I heard his tour was very unique.
Yeah. Very cool.
And you did fanfare?
Yeah, that was awesome because they kind of just have all of these booths set up, and they have artist times for them to come in, and I just think that's a really special thing that you can't really get anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, did you go years prior?
Yeah, I've gone as a fan.
Yeah, it must be an incredible feeling, too, to be on the other side of it. That, yay, I made it feeling.
Yeah, when I had gone before, I was standing in the audience, and I'm hoping that I get to be up on that stage next year, and I finally got to do it.
Yeah. Speaking of big festivals, you have another one coming up, Boots and Hearts.
Yes. I'm so excited about that. I love Boots and Hearts, and I was in their Emerging Artist Showcase a few years ago, and now I'm coming back to perform on the same stage as an artist, and it's just really cool to see that come full circle.
Yeah, I think last year it was close to like 50,000 fans. It's my first time there last year, and it was nothing like I thought it was going to be, but definitely feel good vibes, and everybody's just there to have a great time. I think less judgment in that setting.
Yeah,
those are your people there.
A fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a good chance that your latest single, Call Your Name, is going to be part of your set for Boots and Hearts.
It will be.
And the music video came out not too long ago. It features your mom. Why was it important for you to have her in it?
Well, I wrote the song about her and our relationship growing up. When we were talking about doing the music video, I thought, well, we need my mom in it because the song's about her. At first, she wasn't sure she wanted to turn camera. I eventually convinced her it's going to be just something so great to look back on.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. And you've admitted that the song is kind of like a tribute and an apology for your teenage years. What were you like as a teenager?
Oh, that was just moody. Most teenagers, kind of just call your parents' names and whisper things under your breath that they're never here. It's just that teen angst. And I just felt bad. I felt so guilty that I had put any more stress on her. So I wanted to write this song as an apology.
It's nice that you recognize that and come forward. My mom would agree that I'm still in that phase of moodiness.
Aren't we all, kind of?
Yeah. Something on a little bit more of a positive note again here. And I try to shine light on positive things and feel-good stories on my show. I was happy to learn that all the proceeds from your song Breathe go to Cystic Fibrosis Canada. What inspired this?
About 10 years ago now, I was an assistant dance teacher, and one of the little girls, her parents approached me and said that she had cystic fibrosis. They wanted to do a fundraiser, and they knew there was a singer. And I learned so much. You know, it stuck with me. It was something that I kept thinking about. I was approached to record a song called Breathe, and it was written by a guy, Matt Scales, and he had cystic fibrosis and unfortunately passed away from it. And his dad gave us permission to re-record the song and release it with all of the proceeds going to Cystic Fibrosis Canada. And now it's just this great thing that's out there that every couple of months I talk about it, just kind of raise awareness.
It's nice that there's a good story behind it too. A sad story, but goes towards the future of it.
Yeah.
So another cool experience you've had so much cool experiences. I was like all over the place doing my homework for this. I'm a huge Bachelor fan, and the first time you were performing on there, you weren't even a signed artist, and that was in January 2018, and that led to a record deal, which also has led to someone at your label having a connection that helped you have the honor of performing the anthem at the NBA playoffs. So it's like one thing really leads to another here. And then you returned to The Bachelor pretty much exactly a year later, where you performed another original song titled I Hate This. The next day, the hit song went #1 in the US and Canada, on the iTunes country charts, #6 all genre, and #2 for music video. It also put your 2017 album Rebel back on the iTunes country album chart and taking over the #4 spot.
I can't even believe that was only a year ago that I performed on the show for the first time, because it really did just go from that to being signed to going on radio tour to the first single to performing on the show again, and all of these cool things in between. You never know what's going to be that thing that takes you to the next level. Very cool that The Bachelor was that thing for me.
Yeah, for myself too, as a broadcaster, where I was even just a year ago, and the people I've met and the experiences I've had, the opportunities and some growth on my end as well, it's the positive reinforcement and the little surprises along the way, just really reassuring this is what you were meant to do.
That's very, very true. Yeah, it's definitely just kind of that extra little boost that keeps you going.
Yeah. You definitely have a lot on the go these days. What do you do to de-stress?
I love to go shopping, like not even buying anything. Very calming to just go into a store and just look at clothes.
That's great. It was so great chatting with you. Don't forget to check out Tenille's latest single, Call Your Name, and you can also catch her at Boots and Hearts on August 10th. I'll be there, and I'm looking forward to your performance, and we'll continue to follow your musical journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.